As we keep going, the other excuse people use to kind of contradict this is Noah wasn't an expert. Okay, so you'll see Bill Nye using this excuse. He lived for 600 years before he got on the boat. So just think about it. When Bill Nye was debating Ken Ham, one of the things he did is he's like, well, I mean, you got those fishermen in New England who are expert boat builders. Okay, probably the most expert boat builder on the crew was 60 or 70 years old, if that. So if you live for 60 or 70 years and you can become an expert builder, what do you think Noah could do in 600? I think the expertise could easily be gained. I think
built it in what, 120 years?
It was something. There's a few phrases in there that kind of imply that it could have been, the 100 years or so. You kind of have to read certain texts together. But yeah, we get the idea that it was a long time that he had to build this thing. And again, he's not working alone. He's at least working with his family. The environment was a lot better back then, which means it wasn't the devastated environment we live in today. There was one guy who thought maybe there would have been an increased oxygen level and things like that. And so if you want a close comparison to what the environment could have been in, do some research into hyperbaric chambers, which are highly oxygenated chambers. You heal faster, your muscles work better, you breathe better. The only downside is things tend to catch on fire a little quicker because there's more oxygen. But it's like athletes, when they need to heal, they go into hyperbaric chambers because the pressure and the oxygen actually help them heal faster. So there's some people who theorize that the Earth before the flood could have been more of a hyperbaric, because there's more vegetation in the fossil record than could grow on the surface of the Earth. So we know that it was a drastically different environment back before the flood.
So you'd say there's more vegetation in general then? Like, would you say that
Yeah.
there'd be less ocean
Um,
than there is now? Cause like,
could have been. Yeah, so some of our land masses could have vanished. Or as they moved apart from each other and things like that, you could have seen. So I'm not positive, but there's some evidence for it that I think is interesting. But again, that excuse, Noah wasn't an expert, how on earth did he build a boat that could last a year in the water? Just think about what you could do with 500 years, 600 years.